Hello everyone, welcome to Puzzle Pelago, which I suppose is meant to be an archipelago kind of. What do you call it when it's a portmanteau, but you had to like rip off? I don't know. It's not even very portmanteau-y. I know very little about this game. I looked at the Steam store page, and it's some kind of like puzzle game where the theming anyway is around connecting resource consumers to connecting producers to consumers, kind of. So it sounds like it's kind of like, you know, Slipways, for example, but with a fixed set of custom-designed puzzles rather than a randomly generated thing. And also there's no text, so I guess a little, I don't know, it's just some sort of puzzle game. We'll see. I have not yet clicked Start Game, so I don't even know. I know nothing about how to play. You guys are learning it with me. Humble Beginnings is where we start. Okay, is this just rotate my view, I guess? Oh my god, do I have to listen to a story? Humble Beginnings. Okay, by the way, this is also a mobile port, I think. Someone talked about playing the mobile version of this, and you can... it screams mobile. All the buttons are so big. It's got dragging, but okay, fine. Yes, please tell me how to play. Drag the logs out of the woods. And I guess... Alright, hang on. So what actually happened here? Did I built some kind of log production facility attached to a woods. Does it have to be adjacent to the town, or is it like need to be connected? And I guess we'll find out later, right? But I don't know the details of what I just did meant yet. Making room, okay. They helped themselves all wrong. What? Oh, so you're saying I should blow up the town? Oh, no, what should I... What the hell? I don't want a fucking poem. I want you to tell me, like, what any of this shit means. Okay. So, do I blow this up and then drag this down? Yes, okay. So you can... Okay, can I try again? Can I say, like, solve it again? I guess not. Wait, what if I said leave and go back to puzzle 2? Start over. If I wanted to, could I blow up the town and put it closer? Probably not, right? Yes, I understand. Please go away. Yes, so you can... Question marks. How to chop logs. Oh, interesting. Okay, so forests turn into logs. Got it. So, but right-clicking on this doesn't do anything. If I wanted to, I could rebuild here, and it's still wrong, but okay. So, it looks like what I'm responsible is building roads. And other things are placed on the island, like, as a consequence of how the roads are placed, kind of. And the towns and resource production facilities are fixed. Okay, so this can, I presume, support many, like, workshops. I guess they're called workshops. So, this has an unlimited supply of wood to be consumed at workshops. Logs for neighbors. Okay, and each workshop can supply multiple towns, right? Great. So, you know, the Steam reviews did mention that the early puzzles were very easy, but eventually it does get interesting, and that's fine. I'm learning how the mechanics work. So we have to go this way first. So we can go down. Sure. No crossing. Okay, so let's... If I blow that up, the whole road leading to it is blown up, which makes sense, because each road produces exactly one production facility, as far as we've seen anyway. So what's going to happen when a town needs more than one thing? Or maybe there's going to be things other than towns. Towns are just things that demand wood, I guess, right? Alright, what is this about? Planks. So these are homes. Okay, so... It's... I see. Okay, I get what's going to happen here. So these are general consumers, maybe? That are like the goals for the level. And you get intermediate things, like it turns out, these guys want wood, so we can give it to them. These guys want planks, but I assume we can draw out from the workshops planks, right? Unplugged. Okay, well this kind of has to go here. No real choices. This has to go here. Well aligned. Okay, I guess we need to do this. Forth and back. No, wait, that's easy. I thought it was hard, but it's not. Okay. Okay, so we finished chapter 1. According, also, by the way, to the Steam reviews, there are 101 total puzzles. Although it says 120, so maybe things have changed. Okay, and it's unlocking multiple things at once, so maybe you can skip stuff. I don't know. We'll do woodworking. Maybe this is more difficult wood puzzles? And then the next section was learning about iron as a separate resource. Oh, by the way, it told me WAS to move around. Okay, this doesn't have new goods, but they're harder to obtain. Yes, fine. So this can't possibly do anything interesting except feed into here, right? That's not true. You could do that, right? And then also go here. Okay. Right. You don't have to consume the woods at a town. You can consume them anywhere. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on here. So these guys, as far as I can see, could only possibly be satisfied by this. So that might as well be a given. This has to come down here. These guys could, in principle, be supported by something crazy like this, but there's no reason not to do this, because it consumes a minimal amount of space to supply them. That might as well happen, I think. Actually, I don't think that's guaranteed. I think, in principle, that might be wrong. Right? It's not wrong, but it could be. Ah! It's so... Anyway, whatever. And then these guys are... Hey, knock it off. No, you! So, not terribly hard. This required a little bit of, planning, because there were so many different nodes. Okay. I mean, this seems probably right. And then I don't see how this could be wrong. This seems fine. By the way, why is it, What do these mean? Does that mean you can't drag it in this direction? I guess so. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Oh, can't drag out from here because this makes planks, not wood. Right. But it's fine because we can make 2 sources of wood and then turn each into a source of planks. Okay, I mean, these are, not totally trivial puzzles. They're not super hard or anything, but they're at least recognizable as puzzles, unlike what was happening before. Since nobody wants wood, I don't think there's any reason not to just turn all the wood into planks as soon as possible, right? And then we can do like this. Well, this is not going to work. There is a reason. Is that we're going to have to do this. So, in some sense, you kind of have to have wood here to bring planks in. But this solution is already incorrect, right? So I guess not. Hang on. No, you don't have to have wood here. You just have to have wood that's connected here. So, for example, this. Not quite that, though, huh? Because now there's no place to drag out the last plank piece. Okay. I mean, there's this. I don't see how that really helps. Because, like, okay, where are places that we absolutely must have certain things? That would be sort of... It would be nice if I could, like, draw stuff in and then connect it later, rather than having to start only at the forest. But, like, right here, there has to be a path delivering planks. Maybe a plank producer itself, maybe a path from a plank producer, but there has to be one there. And that means that here, there has to be a wood producer. And the only way to get a wood producer here is like this, or this, right? I mean, okay, you could do something even weirder like this, but that's obviously wrong, right? And I don't think there's any difference between these two, because either way I can't use this square for anything else, so I might as well just go like this. But then this is broken, right? There's no solution anymore. So I'm missing something. Because I can't go this way and this way. Maybe I do want something like this. I do, don't I? Because then I can connect this up. I see. Huh, so what was it that made me not see that? My first inclination was to put a wood producer here, but I didn't really see why that was right. And then I was like, oh, you don't have to do that. And the difference between this and this, there wasn't no difference. The difference was it left room for another wood producer here. Okay. Or a path from the forest to a wood producer. Maximum capacity. Just 3 guys want planks. How hard could it be, he said. I mean, this seems easy. We only need 1 wood producer, right? It really couldn't be solved any way other than this. So long as it fits. Well, this... We don't know which of these 2 forests should supply this guy. We could drag out like this, which seems right. But what if we wanted to go like this for some reason? Actually, I think that's impossible. Because if I do this, then, like, fine, I can supply this guy. But there's no way to get out here anymore, because I blocked that off. So I think it has to be this one that supplies here. Then... Yeah, I guess this is it, right? Oops. Oh, there's a little stone thing here. That's kind of cool. We haven't seen those before. Don't know if it's just decoration or something we haven't learned about yet that doesn't matter to this puzzle, but would in the future puzzle. Well, this guy needs a wood producer, right? Well, heck, I mean, this guy needs one, and it has to come from here. There's no other choices. Which means if this guy's getting one, it has to come from here. Now we have space to make the planks this way with no problem. Something like that satisfies these guys minimally invasively. And what do I need now? Just 2 plank producers? That's no problem. Lots of space to spare. Boards and bits. Well... Are there any obvious simplifications we can make? You might say this is one of them, but it's not. We might want to do this instead. Neither one of them seems obviously correct to me. Because it depends on like how we're supplying these planks. Actually, yeah, let's think about that. How are we supplying these planks? One of them comes in through here, right? But they can't both come in from the top, so one has to come from here. And can they both come from here? No. So we actually have to do this, basically, right? And then, I mean, this seems kind of natural. It seems almost forced, in fact. You can only supply 2 things from here, right? There's no way to fork 3 off of this, so one has to go up here, who has to be supplied by this one, the other one has to be supplied here. So I think this is all correct so far. Or wait, there is a path through here. Could we use that somehow? No, right? Okay, we can supply 2 of these guys, and it should be these 2. So now this forest has to supply 4 planks? That does not seem possible. I must have messed something up. Well, it's almost possible. Because you can do this to get 3 of them, and then it's just this guy left, right? But you can't actually get him. Because there's no place to put the... What is this building even called? I don't know. These were workshops. These are sawmills, maybe? Okay. What simplifying assumption have I made that was incorrect? I mean, first of all, it seems pretty clear that this should be where the workshop is in this area, right? Because it's the only place you can get to split off 3 sawmills. And they're all rather provocatively positioned, saying, please, please, put me here, right? Then this guy is doing everything he possibly could, which is serving the only 2 other things in the area. This one... looks okay. I could service this guy instead and move this up to here, but it doesn't make a difference. What if I decided I was wrong about this stuff and I should have gone there? Like, does that make any sense? I don't think so, because... Is there like an undo button or something? No. Is that undo? Yes, okay. I thought it was rotate. Like rotate the view, but it's not. Okay. Because this can only ever spit out 1 sawmill. There's no way it could do better. It doesn't have good connectivity. And so if it's going to do that, it might as well put it here, because it services these logs. And then the sawmill could go here or here, but it doesn't really matter, because this one could also go here or here. You know, we could use up more of the space, build longer roads by doing this, but it's functionally the same. Likewise, we could, like, you know, use up more of the roads this way, but it doesn't, like, do anything. And, like, we could do something like this, but then this is left unsatisfied, right? That still doesn't increase the amount of stuff we get out. Huh. Oh, hang on. I can do this. There is a point where this could serve as 3 things. I see. Trying to maximize this forest was a trap. Alright, tell me about smelting iron, please. I guess we need coal and iron ore and then iron bars or something? Yeah, okay. Coal. Yes. Oh, so these are mines. We saw those on the last couple of... We saw a couple of these in the last island, but didn't know what they were. They're mines. Great. Yeah, I get that. And then this has to somehow take... Drag from the ore and drop next to the coal. So does it matter what... So it says... Eh? So you can do that, but that's not what I was supposed to do, right? Okay. Yes. Oh, what? Blow everything up, yes. So, drag from coal. That's this. And this is ore. They want this. Drag from the ore to up here. I don't know why I thought I couldn't do that. It seems very obvious and I thought I had tried it. And so dragging from either to the other starts the mining, right? Yes. That's what they're reminding me of here. Okay, can I like make... Okay, great. So you guys want the ore. We kind of have to do that, no choice. You guys want the coal. Okay, and now they're just making me do both of these. Got it. Iron... What was the level? Iron May B? Iron Ma B? It makes no sense. Iron... I don't... This doesn't matter, but this font is horrible. Iron Maid, maybe? What the heck is this in the back? I don't know. It doesn't matter. These guys both want smelted iron. Okay. So I assume like this. Molten glow, molten flow, could be either one. No, wait a minute. The Smelters Guild. Okay, so we want to make 4 iron out of all this stuff, huh? That's a lot. This seems like an obvious start, right? And so does this. Oh, no, I see. You have to go all the way around, right? I don't know why for some reason I thought you could go part way. Okay. So these two are easy to satisfy, right? This seems natural. I don't know yet if it's right, but it looks like it. Okay, so it was just a chapter introducing the mechanics of iron, and then the next one I suppose is going to be like making it a little bit harder. Alright, yeah, but give me the interesting iron puzzles, please. Ah, no. There is a new rule. Coal and then iron, and then just have the iron produce tools with no special thing. Okay, fine. You guys want coal? Here it is. Yeah, no problem there. What the heck? You guys are way over there. I can't use you. But alright, I do have iron and coal. I guess... we just... no, hang on. You have to drag from one of these to the other, and then... like that. Okay. So I probably again want the... isn't this like symmetrical? No. There we go. I keep thinking you can just like combine the iron and the ore, but no, you need to produce both of them and then send them to a smelter. So these guys want normal iron, and this guy wants tools. Well, I mean, the smelter, like, has to go right here, doesn't it? So I might as well have some ore there, and then if I wanted to, I could, like, do that. Except now there's... no, there's coal. There's coal here, of course. Right, and then I just have to get iron there, which is easy, and bring the tools up. Ooh, we have planks again. Back to Woodville. So how do you get planks? I mean, there's only really one way to do any of this, right? I guess if I want my iron to come from here, it has to build like that. Well balanced, yes. Everybody just wants tools. And that means we're going to need at least 2 smelters, because there's no way you can produce 4 of anything from one production facility, because you need lines, at least one line going in. And in this case, we need 2 lines going in, right? Sort of? Well, not quite. We need... sort of. I mean... we need to drag a line from copper and put it next to... sorry, from iron and put it next to coal, or vice versa. There's only one line, but it still has to be adjacent to something that has another space taken up, so... 2 smelters... no. Wait. That's how you make the iron. But to make the tools, you just drag from the iron. So potentially, one smelter could make 3 sets of tools. But... I don't know. Alright, so there's nothing obvious that I need to do here. Is there? What can I say that is true? Oh! Well, one thing I can say is that I don't necessarily need to produce 4 tools. Because the smelter, when you drag away from it, that's not how this works. Let's just say I did this, right? I can satisfy 2 sets of tools this way. So in principle, if there weren't a lake here, I could produce, like, more tools this way. But I'd still only be producing 2 paths outward from each smelter. One can go here, but the other 2 have to come from different places. So we need at least 2 smelters, is something we can say about this. And it makes a lot of sense to supply the tools at this location, right? There's not any good reason I can see to supply them here and here instead. Because if you can get to here, you might as well come here anyway. There's nothing useful in between. Ah. Another point. The fact that the tools have to be delivered specifically here means that there's no way to go through this area if you wanted to do anything else. So if you're getting in any tools into here, you're not using this whole section. So this has to come up to there. This is where the second set of tools should be produced, probably, right? Because then we could drag one here and one here. Also really interesting, where can you put the coal? It has to be, like, only here, doesn't it? Because if it were here, there'd be no way to get these guys tools, because we know we can't use routing through here to do it. Oh, that's not true! Because if we put the tool factory here, like if we put a smelter right here, we could drag tools from it here and here. Is it possible to put a smelter here? I don't think it is. Because that would mean, like, you'd have to get something here while another... Yeah, you just can't do that. Okay. And having a smelter here is not useful. It just gets you there. It doesn't get you to both places. Okay. So I thought that might be a cool way that we could make use of this to put some coal there. But I think that's impossible. So I think the only place you can put coal is by going up. And then we... Well, we can do that, of course. That's not how this works. Well, no, I kind of want two of these, don't I? Like that. Okay. So that's not at all a totally obvious solution, I think. It took me a while to work out, like, what the constraints are. Okay. Four sets of tools this time. It really does have to be all four. One of them has to come from here, which looks a little challenging. It's not even clear, like, the best way to connect these things, is it? This is horrible. This sucks. Ugh, I can't, there's nothing I can do. That? No. And then I'd have to make another smelter, which actually looks possible, right? Yeah. Ugh, it feels inefficient somehow. continue. Alright, we're done with iron. Well, we're done with the first set of iron challenge puzzles anyway. Does Metalworks just more iron challenges? I think so. Because it doesn't have any new kinds of materials as far as I can tell. And it's only 6 puzzles. How many was this one? Also 6? Have they all been 6? The first one was longer, wasn't it? Yeah, there were 9 about wood and 10 about how to play. Alright, well, I think we'll call it a break here. I'm going to keep going for at least one more video. But in case this set of levels is particularly challenging, I don't want to do it in the same video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.